I've got mine to go behind the bar and help myself. Good afternoon, welcome back to the channel. And today I'm in a leafy glade called Jesmond. So we're going to have a look around, I'll tell you more about it.
It's too loud. Let's take our time.
So, welcome to Jesmond. So for those who don't know the area, Jesmond is a suburb of Newcastle, just a couple of miles from the city centre. And it's known as one of the most affluent suburbs of Newcastle. I used to live in Jesmond for a few years. I lived in a couple of different places. I'll maybe even go and have a look at those two places as well. So I'm currently in West Jesmond. Just come down from where West Jesmond Metro is. It's a very studenty area, Jesmond. There's a lot of bars, restaurants and cafes. So we'll go and have a look around, but you know the script. First things first. Here we go.
Let's not rush, take a breath.
All right, man.
Let's not talk at once. Protective of my peace. I can feel your off. You can't bring me down. Can't bring me down. Let's cool down, baby. Let's cool down, baby. Let's cool down, baby. Let's cool down. Both sides want to be heard. Let's pause for the music. How we feel the music. Protective of my peace. I can feel your own.
So that was the very lovely Café 1901. And I had a mint aero tiffin. Now I'm a bit of a cake connoisseur, as you'll know if you watch this channel. And it's one of the richest cakes I've ever had. So I feel like I've just done an eating challenge. So now we'll go and have 10 pints. So we're going to walk down now Acorn Road, which is the main street for shops in Jesmond. Obviously there's a Greggs. Very nice gift shop over here, gourmet gifts. So it's a very nice neighbourhood, Jesmond. It's known as one of the most affluent suburbs of Newcastle. Now when I lived here, used to be a lot of Newcastle players came drinking in Jesmond down Osborne Road. I'm not sure if that's still the case or not, because I haven't lived here for a while. My friend used to be a baker. He kneaded the dough. As we come to the end of Acorn Road, we now come on to Osborne Road, which is the main street for nightlife in Jesmond, where most of the bars and restaurants are. So we'll have a walk down Osborne Road, call in for a drink somewhere. This is a very nice clothes shop. This has been here a long time. Jewels B. Sells a lot of the designer stuff. Next door to the Waitrose. So this is the main street where all the action happens. Usually on a nice day, all these bars and pubs down here have outside areas. So it's normally busy on a Friday, Saturday and Sunday. It's Thursday today, so not as busy. Used to drink in here a lot, Spy Bar. What I'll do, I'll have a walk down Osborne Road. And the first place I ever lived is just off the bottom of Osborne Road. So we'll have a walk down there, I'll have a look at that. And then I'll come back up, we'll have a drink somewhere. So there's a lot of hotels in Jesmond as well. If you can't get booked up in the city centre anytime you visit Newcastle, it's always worth checking Jesmond as well. It's only about 15 minutes walk, 20 minutes walk to the city centre, I'd say. This is a nice restaurant, Saray. Got a spa there, and then Saray just next door. I've stayed in that hotel before, but it looks a lot different to when I stayed there. This is another bar that's been here a long, long time. Bar Blanc. This was always the starting point when you were drinking along Osborne Road. I will do a part 2 of Jesmond because at the bottom end of Jesmond we've got Jesmond Dean, which is a lovely park area. So I'll do a video down there at some point. But there's a lot of side streets with cafes and restaurants as well. So we've got more things down here. Got Tilia here. I think this has just recently reopened. I think it closed for a while. Got another restaurant across the road there. And another hotel. This was never here when I was here. That would have been handy to get me racing post on a Saturday morning. And just across the road there, that's a very highly rated restaurant, which is Branches. So we've just come down the bottom of Osborne Road and turned off, and the street I'm on now is Eslington Terrace. I used to live here, but before I lived in Eslington Terrace, I lived somewhere else just around the corner. So I was born in a place called Hortonley Spring, which is sort of between Chesley Street and Durham, and then I moved to Jesmond when I left home. And the first place I moved to in Jesmond was a bedsit on Clayton Road. So it was a single room, single bed with a sink, wardrobe, chest of drawers, and it was a shared kitchen and shared bathroom. So it's a big house. I think there's 3 floors. So there's sort of a shower and kitchen on each floor. So it wasn't ideal, but it was the first experience of living on my own, so it was good life experience. I presume the building's still there. It hasn't been demolished. So this is Clayton Road, and just on the next corner here is the house I used to live. Hasn't really changed. So this is it. So this building, I think it's got 14 bed sits. So this brings back some memories, this. Oh, it's up for sale. 18 bedrooms. Wasn't fantastic, but it is a lovely street. I'll have a walk along Clayton Road. I used to come here a lot. This is Willie's coffee shop. So Clayton Road was always a very quiet street. There's no pubs or anything along here. Oh, look at that. That's a beautiful chair. Some nice bits in there. I went in there once. I says, I can't make my mind up whether to buy this bed or not. He says, do you want to sleep on it? I says, of course I do. Oh, I like the pinstripes. Another little cafe here. And another one. Build a Bake. It's all change along Clayton Road. Wine shop. And the Old Faithful newsagents. And just across the road here is a little park. Used to be a bowling green here. Many a time I used to come up here on a Saturday morning with my racing post on a nice day and sit on these seats and pick my horses out for the day. I backed the horse the other day 20-1. It was still running at 4:10. Doesn't look like it's a bowling green anymore. So that was a nice wander down memory lane. So we'll head back up to Osborne Road and I'll call in for a drink somewhere. So I lived in this place for about 4 years. I decided to move, and I moved just round the corner to Eslington Terrace. in a converted loft on the top floor of a big house. So we'll have a quick walk around there. So it was 4 stories and I was at the top. So from the old place there, literally walked about a minute. And here we are, Islington Terrace. With the metro lines just across the road there. You get used to the metros once you've been living here a while. So that one there at the top with the converted loft, that was my old living room. This was the house with the blue door. So first floor, second floor, third floor, and I was right at the top. And again, I lived there for about 5 years. And that was nice. It was only very small, but really, really nice, really quiet, and a lovely street. I did have an unfortunate incident in that property, which sort of caused me to move out, which all my friends and family know about. And I still get reminded of on a weekly basis. But I'll probably go into that story another time. So we're going to have a walk back up Osborne Road, and I'll call in for a drink somewhere. There's a very, very ominous dark cloud come over.
You can't bring me down, can't bring me down.
We're back on Osborne Road now, but just down there is probably my favourite street in Jesmond, which is Osborne Avenue. And it's got the cricket ground at the bottom. Trees all the way down. If we've got time, we'll have a walk down there as well.
Let's cool down, baby. Let's cool down, baby. Let's cool down, baby. Let's cool down.
Dental clinic there. I went to the dentist last week. I says, how much to have this tooth out? He says, 50 quid. I says, bugger that. I says, there's a fiver, just slacken it. I'll pick a fight on the way home. So I'll call into one of my old stomping grounds. I used to go drinking a lot. Probably the best known pub on Osborne Road. Used to be down here on a Friday night with me white Paul Smith jeans on. Ah, look, the business. Don't worry about that. Well, I was going to have a pint in here, but it's like the Marie Celeste. Not so. I've a good mind to go behind the bar and help myself. Well, I'll go somewhere else. So I'm going to call in here for a drink. This is Spy Bar. All right, mate. Vodka and tonic, please.
Yeah.
team do you follow? Man United? Oh, Jesus. Well, that was very refreshing. We'll go down one more street before I wrap up. We'll have a walk down my favourite street in Jesmond, which is just off Osborne Road, and it's called Osborne Avenue. This is Osborne Avenue. So this leads down to Jesmond Cricket Ground, which is just further down here on the right. Now that used to be my doctor's when I lived in Jesmond. So just here, we've got Jesmond Cricket Ground. Used to spend many a weekend sitting in the sun, watching the cricket. I went to the doctor's once. I said, I've got a cricket ball stuck in my ear. He says, how's that? I says, don't you start. So as you can see, really lovely area of Jesmond this. Very quiet.
It's cooled down.
So I hope you enjoyed this stroll around the leafy suburb of Jesmond. And if you've made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching again, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.